Hello and welcome to Dave the Suit Betting. Well, Friday ended my 3-video winning streak with Jumby put out. I knew the favourite wouldn't win. I was pretty sure the form would be turned around, and it was by misinformation. One of the horses which has been in the notebook, Physique, ran an absolute blinder. It just shows you what they can do when they're trying. We had our first winner from the notebook in Cajole at Newcastle. I hope you got the email from your tracker, obviously, not from me. We have got a horse running tomorrow from the notebook, the Gosden video. It's up to you whether or not you play. You should have got an email reminder about it if you use a tracker. So I've got 3 for Saturday. It was going to be 1 win bet and 2 each ways, but it's now 3 each ways. 1 at Newmarket in the Guineas, 1 at Thirsk and 1 at Goodwood. Let's do them in chronological order, in time order, with the 1 at Thirsk. Here's the race. So I'm looking at the 235 at Thirsk over 1 mile. It's the Thirsk Hunt Cup, Class 2 handicap. The going is good, and you gain a 50 odds the first 4 with 365. Okay, here's the one that caught my eye on its last run. The horse I'm interested in is number 11, drawn 8, here at Doncaster over the straight mile. It's in the yellow and black or dark green colours. Let's watch the race. So, this is the horse here, and they're all trying to get across to this side, or at least to this area here. So it's not the best draw in the world, being drawn 8. So it comes across, basically behind a wall of horses. There he is. So we're at the 5 pole. He's completely surrounded like General Custer. So this is from the rear angle. You can see these have got 5 and 6 length on him. And he's here, also 2 in front, 1 either side. So we're approaching the 3s, going very well, but not yet to make his move. So he's managed to come through there, and the ground is dead. So no horse has got a turn of foot. So the gap's there. It's going through the gap, and then what happens? The one with the noseband comes across, careers into this one, or brushes into it. This one comes across him, which he's already started to do, and that squeezes him out. All at the wrong time. There it is. Let's play that again. Let's just go back a bit. So here he is making his move. Making his move. And this one comes down the outside. Careers into that one. It squeezes him out. And he's absolutely murdered. Absolutely murdered. He's pulled it up there. Lost a bit of balance. I mean, he gave it a slap down the neck there. Why? And that's it. He's done. He's done. He's done. Virtually pulling it up. And that's the end of his race. As you can see there, it got absolutely murdered. The ground was dead at Doncaster. The horse had not got much of a turn of foot, but I think it was coming with a steady run. Just got intimidated out of it and completely squeezed out of it. Finlay Morse is not the greatest jockey in the world. Got to change a jockey. Let's have a look at the form of the race. Obliques. This race, over 7 furlongs, over the same course, Thursk. It came 4th that day, Rhythm Master, who reopposes today, was a length and a quarter ahead of it. Oblix gave it 2. Today, Rhythm Master's given it 1. So Oblix is just about waited to turn the form around. Oblix was drawn 6. Rhythm Master was drawn 7. I think there was 14 runners this day. So they both didn't get a clear run, not clear run, from over 1 out in the clear inside final furlong nearest finish, which is basically the same as Oblix. There is. Oblix is 11-2. And Rhythm Master is out to 10s. If you look at Thirsk, over the mile, similar to these 7 furlongs, they tend to come, well, they always come to the rail. And it's a very tight track here, left-handed oval of about 1.25 miles with 4 furlong running sharp and almost level. It's a fast track, and you've got to get out and you've got to get your position. Now today, Oblix has drawn 11, a worse draw than last time, and Rhythm Master is drawn 13, a worse draw than last time. Haravana's got a squeak, no doubt about it, but handicapped to the hilt after winning at Musselburgh, now off 92 on the turf. It is an improver, but this day towards rear. Now, the thing with Haravana, it's drawn 2. If you don't get out, you're going to be in trouble. Whipcracker is drawn 1. Decent pog, if you can hold your own. Maybe third or fourth, coming into the bend and turn. High Royal, drawn 5. Kevin Ryan, coming for it. It's one at the distance. It's a 5-year-old. It has won once on turf. That was at Ayr, over the mile. It's a novice 2-year-old race. Not a prolific winner. But if you look at the horse, how highly rated it was. It ran behind Audience in a Group 1. Ran behind Paddington in a Group 1. Got beat at Ayr in a listed race behind Pasika. Weakened quickly. That was a decent race. Better race than today. I like Whipcracker. Shown you the race. That was that one. It ran a good race at Wolverhampton there. That was in a Lincoln trial race. When I watched both these races, I just thought I'd prefer a better jockey. Finley Marsh is okay, but there are better, and they have changed the jockey today. Now, if you look at it, debuted at Newmarket, won at Chelmsford by 6 lengths, and then as a 3-year-old, it came out and it was beaten by JRB. He's beaten 3.25 lengths. This horse was rated at 117. So it looks like the horse has been disappointing. Then ran too far behind Caviar Rights at Newmarket in a listed. And then it ran in a big race at the Royal Meeting in June, down the field. Gave it a break, and then it ran on heavy and heavy. Ran okay, 3.75 length from 2.75 length. It's been a disappointing horse, and it could be half decent. That run at Wolverhampton, I don't think he utilised the horse to the best of his ability. Midfield ran on well inside final furlong near his finish. He just didn't make use of it, and he had a reasonable draw out of 2 there. So that's the one for me. Whipcracker, each way, 50 odds, 4 places at 7 to 1. Up to you if you play. My second selection is in the 320 at Goodwood. Now, I'm not going to go through the form with you. I'm just going to do this verbally. Otherwise, this video probably be an hour long. Okay. Spirit of Albion. I think he's too short. Even Stevens. They went past it at Goodwood. Now, if you look at the two that went past it and came first and second, they're supposed to be a little bit decent or potentially decent. It was just the manner, the defeat. It had the rail, it had everything. It had everything in its face. Now, this is a slight drop in class, but the speed rating wasn't that good. Now, Willie Haggis has got one. It's Suki, which is the second favourite in the 320 at Goodwood. Could be anything. But I like Havana to Boogaloo. It ran at Bath in a decent maiden race. It ran as green as grass. The winner, a Rogevarian horse, went on to win again and is now rated 90. I think it can come on for that race. And I'm happy to play at 5 to 1 each way, 3 places, Havana to Boogaloo. On to the Guineas. Here's the form of the Guineas, the actual race itself. 2,000 guineas over the mile at Newmarket. The ground is good, and on Friday I watched the racing and the ground looks perfect as long as I don't put any more water on it. You got Field of Gold as favourite. Quick look at the form. And it won the Craven. And it was visually impressive that day. Beat Wimbledon Archive 3.5 length. Wimbledon Archive is not a world beater by a long shot, but it was very impressive and the time was half decent in sticky conditions. Gosden's never won the 2,000 guineas. Ruling Court. Now I've looked at this and what they've going on, it's not the actual winning the race, because if you look, Fingal Raven rated 93, Warsock's rated 79. That's an handicapper. But what they're going on is the manner very easily, but the time of the race was slow by 0.12 on supposedly good ground, but it was good to firm. But if you look at the following race, which is the 1,000 guineas, the fillies equivalent, that was 2.66 slow. So the race was 2.5 seconds faster than the fillies equivalent. And apparently it's catching pigeons on the gallop. And William Bute's chosen it over the stablemate Shadow of Light. Now, Shadow of Light was the champion 2-year-old last year. It lost one race, that was at York. That was behind Andrew Balling's Coon Hoof Luke. And then it came out and it beat Whistle Jacket in a Group 1. The Juddmonte Middle Park Stakes. And went clear. Whistle Jacket was rated 115 of O'Brien's. Then it beat Expanded, who reopposes today. It beat it and Neck. It was rated 119 that day. Soft ground. So the time is going to be slow, but I thought it was decent. There was only 5 runners and they split into 2 groups. You've got Scotty Champ. Did nothing wrong on its debut. It missed a break here. It did similar next time, but it turned the form around on Henry Matiste in the Group 1 race, and it won well, not without a chance. But I like Expanded, and I'll tell you why. It debuted at the Curragh, fluffed up the start, and then ran on in the final furlong, pushed out and ran on well to lead near finish. And then, that was its debut run. 7 days later, 7 days later, the Dewhurst, it runs 119, champion 2-year-old to a neck, and that day Expanded had to make all its own running. O'Brien's won this race 10 times as well. Okay, let's have a look at the odds, what are available. Various odds for the 2,000 guineas. Field of Gold, 7 to 4 to 2 to 1, depending on who you go with. Ruling Court, 7 to 2 to 4 to 1. Again, who you chosen bookmaker. Expanded, 11 to 2, that's short with 365. And as big as 7 to 1 with William Hills, and the rest are about 6 to 1. Shadow of Light, again, 7 to 1 to 6 to 1 between those. Now, depends on your place odds, whether you want the first 4 or the first 3. So I've played Expanded at 7 to 1 with William Hills, first 3 places. I've not gone for the extra place. I nearly went for the win bet. I've got to say that O'Brien's won it 10 times, I believe. Gosden's not won it. Now, Fields of Gold was very, very pleasing on the eye when it won at the Craven. The time is okay. It's not the worst and it's not the best. It's an okay time. I just don't think the race will pan out like it did in the Craven. So I'm happy to play Expanded each way, 7 to 1, first 3 places. This is Dave the Suit, hoping for a great Saturday. Bye for now.